So we got this kit from Brambleberry, and it's to make African black soap. And John had been looking up African black soap, so we said, hey, let's make some with the kit. The awesome thing is it comes with a few things. It comes with, I'll read it, it comes with a silicone mold, which we're not going to use today because we're going to use July's mold. So I'm just going to put this to the side. It comes with 33 ounces of African black soap quick mix. It comes with the lye, which John has already weighed out.
Which is what? What does the quick mix mean?
The quick mix means that they put all of their oils, you know, like I put all my oils together and I put them into Bertha so that it's ready for me. AnneMarie from Brambleberry puts all of the different oils to make the soap into this plastic container, which I think I'm going to microwave for a second because it said to microwave everything. So it's all mixed up. I don't have to worry about measuring the different oils. I didn't microwave it yet, but it says that I should. So I'm going to read the directions. We're going to make this. We're going to follow the kit exactly, except we're going to use July's mold instead. So it comes with the...
So basically what we're showing you is that you can go to Brambleberry. If you don't want to measure out or come up with your own recipe, you can go to Brambleberry. You can get these ready-made mixes.
Yeah, so this one's an African black soap, but she has other mixes as well.
They sent another one too. They sent the shea butter one too.
They sent the shea butter mix, and they sent another one of these. So it has the sodium hydroxide. It has 1 ounce of sodium lactate, which is here. I'm just going to open it all. It has 1 ounce of sodium lactate. It has
Which we don't need because the mold's on mold.
0.2 ounces of activated charcoal. I'm going to use everything that they gave me. It has 1 ounce of fractionated coconut oil.
You're not gonna use that though.
No? What is this for?
I don't know. It's not part of the kit though.
Yeah, it's part of the kit, so I'm assuming that you're supposed to put it in here. And it's got patchouli.
So you're gonna deal with to buy a mold.
Yes.
Yeah, see,
There you go, Julie. Once you buy a mold, forget about it. You're hooked. Right?
Hey, Matt.
And it has gloves. I'm even going to use her gloves. Maybe. If they start to irritate me, I might have to take them off.
Want me to microwave that for you?
What?
Want me to microwave that for you?
Well, let's read the directions. So then it comes with this card, the direction card. So first, all of the shea butter and these things that she gets a lot of the stuff from Baraka. It's Baraka shea butter that she gets from a women's cooperative who makes all of the oils by hand in Africa. And then
that's how they support their families and their village.
Right, they support the families, the village. It's a whole women-owned thing over in Africa, and all of the Baraka shea butter and things that Brambleberry get from them go right back into that village, I think. So she's got the direction card here, and it tells you what the difficulty is intermediate. I think I can handle that, hopefully. It says it'll take about an hour, but I don't think so.
What kit is it?
This is the African black soap kit. It says it yields 12 bars, but we've only got she only sent the molds for 6, so I guess you would cut it in half. Oh, 6 per batch, okay.
Right.
But we're not using that mold, right? It has the recipe, which is the soap, the lye, the water, sodium lactate, lavender essential oil, patchouli essential oil.
Sadie.
Hello, Sadie. Charcoal, coconut oil, okay? And then it has a list of the tools that you'll need. So you need the containers, you need cups, a stick blender, a scale, spoons, teaspoon, thermometer, goggles. I have all that, right? Ooh, I saw a lot of smiley faces there.
Somebody's saying tap tap.
Yes, tap tap, shoulder love. Okay, so hers looks like this. It's half natural and half with the activated charcoal. She did it in this mold. I think I'm gonna do the half. I don't know how I'm gonna mix it.
Did the kit come with a stick blender? No.
This kit does not come with a stick blender. It didn't come with the stick blender, the containers, the scale, the spoon, the thermometer, or the goggles. I happen to have all of those things.
How hard is it to make soap? This is a serious question I've always wondered.
Well, follow along and I'll show you. It's a lot easier when you have,
Well, explain what this is again.
this is a kit that I got from Brambleberry, right? Normally when we make soap, we use our own recipe, and it took us years to develop that recipe. So Brambleberry has recipes all made for you to make it easy. So if you follow along, I'll show you exactly how. I'm going to follow her directions here. I'm going to modify them a little bit because we're using the...
Elle said she tapped right out of the live. Good evening. Hello.
Don't tap out of the live.
See, the thing with Brambleberry is that they're more geared towards
Hobbyists.
crafters, hobbyists.
Right, people who are doing, like you would make soap for your family and things like that, but...
And they make this easy for you by pre-packaged, ready-mixed soap oils, and you can buy the entire kit, which will put everything, including the lye, the fragrance, the colorant, if you know, for some of them. And then you don't have to worry about mixing, getting a formula that you like, or what kind of oils you're gonna like, or any of that stuff. They do it all for you, and you can make your own soap.
They said, it said here to put the sodium lactate in the,
Like Hello Fresh for soap. Exactly.
yes. Sodium lactate should go in the lye solution.
Okay.
Should I put that in or no?
Don't put all of it. I need to measure it then.
All right, measure it out.
Give me the lye.
Nice. There's, I was waiting for that, please, sir. Right. So the first, I'm going to go step by step. I'll read it out loud, and then I'll tell you what we're doing, because some of it we did ahead of time, because the mold that we're using is July's mold. So I'll talk about that for a second while he's prepping that lye. Now, this is a tester mold that July sells. July is one of the moderators in here, and she makes the molds, and they are by far the best molds that I've used. I like to make everything consistent. I like everything to be the same size, so that's why I'm going to do it in this mold, so I would see
Do you guys
what it would
use
be like
sodium
mine.
lactate in your regular bars? I never
We
use
don't. We don't.
We used to when we used different
Full water.
molds. When we use different molds, but since I've been using July's mold, I don't need it.
Sodium lactate is really just to help you make a harder bar. I think it's initially so that you can get it out of the mold, but with this new mold, we don't need it. So,
And it's just one less thing, one less chemical to put it, you know.
Right.
It's basically salt, but it's just one less thing.
so July's molds come apart, both sides come apart, and they have notches in case you want to put embeds on them. We're not going to do that, but very easy to unmold. You'll see we'll unmold this. Maybe we'll unmold it tomorrow, and I have a lot of soap wrapping to do, so maybe we'll just do a chat one tomorrow.
We added a couple. Yeah, we used to add it, but I really don't.
We used to add it, but I didn't really notice much of a difference. So step one says to prep the lye, and because we're not using the mold that she sent us, John had to do some math and make, because we're going to use this mold, which is 24 ounces of oil.
Correct.
So I'm going to, when I measure it out, I'm not going to use all 33 ounces. I'm going to measure out and weigh out 24 ounces of oil. So prep the lye means it says to weigh it out and get it ready. We've got all that done in a container. Prep the quick mix. Now this is the quick mix. It says fully melt the entire bag in the microwave with the cap on until there are no chunks or cloudiness. Cloudiness? I don't really see any, but I'm gonna put it in there for
a little bit.
a minute or two, just to get it nicey nice. So we should pop this in the microwave, just so I can get the full experience.
Let's do it one at a time.
One at a time. 1 minute at a time. Prep the quick mix, that's what I'm doing. Then I'm gonna weigh out exactly what I need. She says to use a glass container, but we don't use glass typically when we make our soap. So,
Just don't use aluminum.
yeah, never use aluminum, never use any kind of metal to make the soap. I mean, some people use stainless steel pots and stuff, but I like using the plastics.
I wonder if you still need the soap at room temperature.
It says we need a thermometer, which we have. So then it says melt the full bag. Are we looking? No chunks, no cloudiness?
So it's not that.
Oh yeah, it looks much different now. It's a little bit darker.
It's still not
right? It's
still
not
not-
cloudy. It's not hot. Obviously, I'm holding it.
Relatively room temperature.
Right? It's pretty close to room temperature.
What's going on here now?
Hello. Who?
Well, somebody's asking me what's going on.
Oh, we are making soap using a Brambleberry African black soap kit.
What if you use all the product and place the extra in the molds that they send you? We'll probably end up using the last third of it, and I'll make 3 bars in the mold that they sent. But I already measured the lye. If I started measuring the lye now, we'd have to wait for about an hour.
Yeah, because the lye gets really hot, so that's probably why it said that the time would be about an hour, because you're waiting for the lye to cool down. So
Is there a reason you like plastic over glass?
I'm afraid I'm going to drop glass and it's going to break. That's all. And it's cheaper, and if it gets destroyed, I can just throw it out and get a new one.
Oh no, I'm late. Jessica, you're just in time.
You're just in time. So I'm just
What
going
kind of soap are you making?
turn this. We're going to make some African black soap. So you don't really usually get to see this part, but you'll see me struggle for a second.
Love your apron.
Thank you. So I'm going to move it here so you can see my scale. Now to use this kind of scale, I don't know if people are aware of this, but you don't want to weigh the container, so I put the container on before I even turn the scale on.
Did I just miss you talking about the lye? Oh, Jessica, this is for you. Actually, you'd be very interested in this.
There you go.
We're using, Brambleberry sent us
A kit.
Sent us a bunch of things from their collaboration with Baraka Shea Butter. And she sent a pre-mixed African black soap
Looks
formula.
like this.
And a couple of different ones. What we're trying,
They also
basically,
sent
the point of this is you can
lye,
use any kind of mold you want.
Any mold you
buy
want.
This, you can buy the soap,
and she
Pre-mixed.
sent the direction cards.
and you can just do it like this.
Right.
We're going to do, instead of using their molds and the way they do it, we're going to use the premix, and we're going to put it into July's mold.
Right. So I turn my scale on. Now if I take this off, it's negative 5.6 ounces. I put it on, it's back to 0.
Are you live somewhere else?
No,
Should be.
I'm not live anywhere else. So I'm gonna try and I'm just opening this. I took the cap off, super easy. It's not like, those oil containers where you have to pull things out afterwards. I'm just mixing it up a little bit with my hands, and I'm gonna pour in 24 ounces because that's what this mold holds. So, I'm just gonna pour it in.
And it's just that easy. Now you have your oil stuff.
Just 24. All right, so now I'll have this much left over that I can make. She did give us another kit as well. So I can combine the two, add them to another mold. I'm gonna turn back to this way again. So I had to turn the camera because my scale, the plug doesn't reach all the way to over here. So I wanted you to see what that was. So then it says to combine the lye and the oils. Well, she didn't say put my gloves on, but I know I'm gonna put my gloves on.
Safety first.
Safety first. So, but at this point you should be wearing,
Yeah, speaking of which.
oh yeah, so Jeannie
Lye burn.
John got a lye burn the other day. Why don't you put your lye burn on the camera to show you he had it on, he had soap dough on him, and there you go, right here. This is because he got soap dough on him and didn't realize it. He didn't realize until all of a sudden he was like, ow, that really hurts, right? Step 3 says measuring essential oils and charcoal. Weigh lavender essential oil, patchouli essential oil in a cup. Mix 1 teaspoon of charcoal with 1
What does that smell like?
tablespoon of fractionated oil. What does this smell like? Nothing, just smells like regular oil.
Oh, so she's using the oil to
She's using
to
this
disperse your charcoal.
coconut oil for the charcoal. So it says 1 tablespoon into a separate small cup and set them aside. So I'm gonna grab myself a cup and
Now keep in mind, those measurements that she's doing are for her doing the 6 or for the 12 or whatever it is. I'm
Right.
not sure what she's using. So you're not using the same amount.
right. But it's a teaspoon of charcoal
Yeah, it's not-
for 16. So I would use maybe 2 teaspoons and 1 tablespoon. Where's my tablespoon?
the brand are in front of you. So when you do the content later.
Yes. This
Is
one?
the Valentine's soap going to be available soon?
Friday.
Friday.
Okay. So now I've got everything ready. So she has the, on the kit, it says prep the lye. We've prepped the lye. Prep the quick mix. We took the, knocked it down. Every time I use these, I knock them down. Anyway, I prepped the quick mix. I heated it up a little bit. We mushed it around and we measured out the amount that we need. I've measured the essential oils. I've got the charcoal ready. So now let's get ready to make some soap, okay? All right. Let's see. Get everything here. Step 1, combine the lye and the oils. So it says once they drop between 110 and 120 degrees.
Way under.
The lye is 68 degrees and the oil is 84 degrees. What say you?
I say do it.
I say do it too, because that's usually what we do anyway, right? She soaps a little bit hotter than we do. One of the things that we usually do is we try to keep them within 10 degrees of each other.
Pre-mixed it? Yes, everything.
Everything was in this bag. The lye came in a container like this, which is an awful lot of lye. We'll have some left over for, there's way more lye than necessary. So you have the kit like this. Has all of the oils and the banana peel and everything you need to make the black soap. The lye, which we measured out. She gives you a mold that goes like this. So the recipe that she gave you the measurements is for one of these, which is 16 ounces. We're making a 24 ounce
And there's enough in that kit
today.
to make 2 of those.
So she also suggests we're gonna mix this in, then we're gonna add the fragrances, and then we're gonna split it into 2, so we have 2 colors. So let me grab another container real quick. Another small container? Yes, I do. Right, so I have another small container to split it up in. And
Do you all sell the pre-mixed?
we don't sell the premix. This is from Brambleberry.
Are you all sheep?
Huh?
No. They said, are you all sheep? They're asking if you're the sheep.
Oh no, I am Margaret. This is a kit from Brambleberry, and I say she like AnneMarie from Brambleberry.
The owner of
Like I know her because we're besties. Never met her in my life. She's whatever. But I'm talking as if I know her. So her kit, Brambleberry's kit, gives you all of these things, and I'm just testing it out today because we wanted to try some African black soap.
But we got an email today that Brambleberry is.
Oh yeah, they're running a sale.
They're running a sale on the premixes.
On premixes, and they have more than the black soap premix. They have a few different ones. If you don't want to do the black soap, there's a shea butter mix, and I don't know what else she has on there, but
there's a few.
There's quite a few for you to choose from.
If you were thinking about it.
Right. So we are ready. Oh, so she pours it like a kiss pour in the mold. I'm gonna do the same thing, right? All right, so I'm going to add the lye solution, then I'm gonna add the fragrance, and I'm gonna stick blend it for a couple of, it says stir thoroughly, and then separate half. So let's do that. And put in my lye solution. And pulse the blender.
Says the sale ends on the 28th, which is Friday. So
Okay, so she's got these on sale until Friday. So it says pulse the stick blender for a couple of seconds, 20 to 30 seconds, and stir. That looks very similar to the picture. Kind of looks like melted cookies and cream ice cream. And as of right now, this does not smell. I can smell the essential oils. So it says add all the essential oils.
And somebody was asking if it comes with the mold. Yes, it comes with a.
It comes with this mold.
But we don't use soap.
We're not going to use that
size.
today. We're going to use our tester mold from Winston and Walter.
Or starter mold.
Starter mold, tester mold.
Beginner
We use
mold?
it as a tester mold. Beginner mold. We're going to use our Winston and Walter mold because we love it.
And it'll make bars like ours.
Yeah, it'll make bars the same size as the ones that we have. These would probably be a good mold for like a hotel bar, right?
Oh, no.
Huh?
Yeah, something like that. Lauren just did the math. She's going to have to start going to bed at 6 p.m.
Oh no.
What soap are you making today?
We are making African black soap using a Brambleberry kit. And we've just made a couple of modifications. We're making 24 ounces instead of 16 because that's what will fit in our Winston and Walter mold. We're going to make it in our mold. All right, I think.
Don't forget you guys.
Right, it's not really doing anything, but it's certainly.
You can split it. It's emulsified.
Yeah, it's emulsified, so I'm going to split it off. And let's see, what do I have here? 450. I can see the 400. 450. That's about half. So I'm going to put the activated charcoal into this half.
Just be dispersed and fractionated.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
coconut oil.
followed my directions and I used the fractionated coconut oil that she sent. Brambleberry, that AnneMarie from Brambleberry sent.
I took soap shavings and melted them down. Could it turn back into soap? Yes.
Yes.
You just got to do it over a relatively low heat. And do
Yeah,
it
like in
slow.
a slow cooker.
Or a double boiler. Don't
double
do
boiler.
it. Don't do it over.
Yeah, don't do it
direct heat.
directly on the stove. And I'm just gonna stir this in pretty good. I'm probably gonna whisk it again. I'm probably gonna stick blend it again until it gets just a little bit thick so I can pour it. And I'm gonna do a kiss pour just like she did. Well, she also, Brambleberry has a video
Does
of,
this have lye in it? Yes.
yes.
You have to make. In order to make soap, you need to use lye.
Yeah, it's still pretty fluid.
I'm saying you want it to be there, right?
Yeah, this is a light trace.
Yeah, leave it that way so you can do that one.
There we go. Very, very light trace there. I'm gonna switch over, make sure this is mixed well. Also a very light trace. If I pour it, I think I'm gonna pour them both at the same time, like this.
Okay, well, do it.
Right, so this is what's called a kiss pour, and it's when you pour both of them at the same time, and
This is supposed to be touched now.
yeah, and they kiss. Boing, boing. And well, that's gonna look cool. It's kind of swirling inside. I always feel like I should have got it a little bit thicker. It'll be fine.
Better than too thick. How long does your soap take to be usable? Do you wait 6 weeks?
I wait 4 weeks minimum.
You can use the soap after a couple of days, but it'll just disintegrate in the shower, so it needs to cure. Just to make it harder and to make it more usable. It's at least 4 weeks. A lot of them end up being more than that.
And there we go. We have some African black soap. Should I do a Taiwan or wait till this thickens up a little bit? I'm gonna wait till this thickens up a little bit and then I'm gonna do my signature swirl. our first Brambleberry quick mix.